Hello friends, in this video we'll talk about how to change the compatibility level of a database and what kind of issues we face and what are all the different ways of changing the compatibility levels. In the previous video we talked about what is the compatibility level and how to check the compatibility level of a database in a particular server. So as I mentioned in the previous video, so these are the list of SQL Server versions released in the market, and these are the default compatibility level of each and every version of a SQL Server, and we have a backward compatibility as well for every version. So if you see, assume you are in the SQL Server 2019, so you have a backward compatibility of 4 versions back. In 2017 also 4. 2016 3, so 2014 onwards only 2, 2005 obviously 1 because that's a second version of SQL Server. So this is a query which helps you to identify the compatibility level of each database here. So if you just run the query, you can see on the way in one shot you can see all the database name along with the compatibility level of each and every database. You can see it. So in this video I'm going to talk about why the compatibility issue come into the picture, okay, and how to accommodate that, how to fix that. That is a one case. Second case, so I'll change the compatibility level manually and I'll try to execute something and I'll fix that as well. Okay, so as I mentioned here, so this compatibility by default, if you have only one version and if you're living with that version forever, then the compatibility issue won't come at all, because like you are planning with you're going with a single version. So this compatibility mainly comes when you are doing a migration between the versions. So now I have a SQL Server 2012 version. I need to migrate the SQL Server 2012 databases directly to the 2016. So that time the compatibility issues arises. So let me quickly show you that. Let me take a backup of one database and restore there. Let me do a migration. Then I'll talk about the compatibility. Let me quickly take this. Now, hope you know that how to take a backup. You can see. Okay, so here so I have a F drive is there. Okay, yeah, here. So let me remove this one. Yeah, let's come here. I'm okay this path. Let's click on OK. So yeah, it's a simple database. That's the reason why the backup has been finished very easily. Now let me restore in the 2016 version. So let me right click here. Since it is a new database, I can directly go for restoration device. Let's come here, select this. So where exactly it is in the F drive, as I mentioned. So backups, databases, backups. This is the one. Click OK. Okay, select OK. Now if you see, the database name is coming as like this. I'm okay with that. Let's come to the files. So by default, since I have a 2012 and 2016 on the same server, so by default it points to the 2012. If you see the 11 is a version of 2012. By default it points to the 11 version. Okay, so I do not want to keep my database, since I am planning to restore in the 2016. I don't want to keep it in the 2012 folder. Let's select this, relocate the files. Okay, you can simply do this and click on you can change the names also. I am just keeping as one here and I am going to keep it as one here. That's it. I'm okay with that. So click on OK. So once you click on OK, it depends on the size of the database. It takes a time. As I mentioned, it's a simple database. It's a very basic database. Here my concentration is to set the compatibility levels, not on the data which is there in the database. Let's click on OK. Now if you really see it, so I got one new database in the 2016 server. The name of the database is test backup DB. Now here 22 are there. Let me run the same query. If I run the query, I have 23. You can see the compatibility level of 110. So why 110 came? Because the database came from a 2012 server, SQL 2012 version. So that is the reason why 110 compatibility came. So but still I am in a SQL Server 2016. You can see here this is 2016 version, or you can see the version as well. Let me run this, select version. So you can see the what is the version of my SQL Server here. Since I am here, You can see here. So I am in 2016 RTM of 13.0 April 2019, April 29, 2016. So this is the version. Okay, but still the compatibility is showing as 110. Is that okay? Of course, it's okay. No worries, no issues. Even if you are planning to go with the features of 2012 in this particular database, there is no problem. But since I migrated my database to the newer version, I want to use some new features of SQL Server. So let me quickly use that particular database and let me run some 2016 one. Okay, so since you know that, what is this? Yeah. Now, so string underscore split. So probably this is a new function got introduced in 2016. Okay, but still I am using a 2016 database engine. So will this work or not? Let us see. Simply select value from, let me simply, so this is to check compatibility level. So simply I am just keeping, so comma single quotes, that's it. Let me run this first. If you really see this, so this is a 2016 new feature, but it is not working here. Invalid object name string underscore split. So why? Because even though I am in SQL Server 2016, but the compatibility level of this test backup DB is 2012. So let me change the database and see. Let me take this database anywhere. Let's take the sample. Okay. So use sample and run this query. Okay. So now let's run this query. Sorry, what is this? Separator. Okay, some space I need to use. Space. Okay. Now do you see this? I didn't do any change. So I just changed the database name here. Why? Because so the sample database's compatibility level is 2016, but the earlier database compatibility level is 2012. So you can see here the difference. Sample is 130 and test backup DB is 110. So now how to change the compatibility level of a test DB? Since I am in a 2016. So there are two ways of doing it. So one way is by doing query. Okay. The other way is designer also. Okay. So better I'll prefer to go with a query. So I'll show you the two ways. It's up to you now. So now just simply alter, query is alter database. I'll keep these queries in the description section. Please, you can make use of it. So name of the database. Name of the database is test database. Okay. So set compatibility underscore level compatibility underscore level equal to, so what is the version we need to keep? 130. Okay, so 130. So now, so simply I'm just doing here. Okay, so let's run this. So once if you really see this before running, so my compatibility of test database is 110. So now I am trying to make it as 130. Let's run this. It is done now. So now let us see. In this query, you can see the result here. Of course, you can see. Now let's use this database. Okay. So now let's run the query. This one. This is the one which is running fine now. The issue is compatibility level. So by using this query, you can do that. You can change the compatibility level of any database. Now, how to change by using designer? So let's right click on any of the database. Let us say now change back to this is only 110. So right click on a database, click on properties. So once you click on properties, obviously yes, you can see this. So here you can see the what is the memory is allocated and number of users and all. You can so just come to the options here. In the options, you can see the compatibility level 1. So recovery model is full by default. It came in my server, and collation also by default it came like this. I didn't do anything. Now let's come here, compatibility level. So this is 130. So if you see here, I can go back to 120, 110 and 100. So I can go till 3 levels. Means 2016 database has a compatibility to do the backward. Okay, let me make it as 110 again. Click on OK. Yes, now again the database has been moved to the old compatibility level. You can see these 110. Now let's run this query. Is failing. Why? Because that function is not it was not there in 2012. Okay, so now before doing the backward compatibility, you need to be aware, have you used any of the new functions got introduced in a 2016? So if you used any of the new functions, then obviously your objects fail. So that is the reason why while going to the backward compatibility, you need to be very cautious. So this is how we do change the compatibility levels from highest version to least version to highest version. Let me change back to one more level. Properties, options here, and change this to 100. Okay, it will go. There is no hard and force to say no, but it's up to you. Like if there are any objects which are of having 2012 or 2014 or 2016 features used, so that objects may not work since you are in a 2008. Let me quickly check the compatibility level of the test DB now. Yes, it is 100. So you can go, when you are in 2016, you can go only till 100. You cannot do some more backwards. So this is how we apply a compatibility level checks, and this is how we do the backward or forward compatibility. And if you remember it, I just migrated my database from SQL 2012 to 2016. 99.9% forward compatibility works without a second thought. But when you go to the backward compatibility, you need to be very cautious. Have you used any of the new functions got introduced as a part of that version or not? If you did not use any of the new functions, then obviously you can do the backward compatibility. It's a risky for the production applications. You need to be very careful in doing the backward compatibility. So I'll keep these queries in the description section. You can make use of this while doing the practice or work. So not only this, if you have any questions on SQL Server, Azure, MSBI, Power BI, you can drop your question in the comment section, or you can write your question in the Facebook page. So I'm very happy to help you that. So that's all about it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more technical videos. Thank you.